Google just mass-deployed a hallucination engine and called it search. That is not hyperbole. In May 2026, Google completed its rollout of AI mode to all US search users by default, not as an opt-in experiment, not tucked behind a labs toggle. Default. Every query you type now runs through their Gemini-based summarization layer before you see a single organic link. And the result, in my analysis, is the single largest degradation in search quality we have witnessed in 25 years. Google did not improve search. Google appears to have killed it and replaced it with a confident, ad-optimized chatbot wearing search's skin. Let me show you the evidence. First, retrieval accuracy. Independent testing from search quality researchers this month compared Google AI mode responses against Perplexity Pro Search and Kagi across 500 factual queries spanning medicine, law, current events, and software documentation. Google AI mode hallucinated or materially misrepresented the source in roughly 19% of answers. 19%. That is nearly 1 in 5. Perplexity came in around 4%. Kagi, which does not use generative summarization by default, came in under 2% because it just gives you the actual pages. The core issue is architectural. Google's pipeline appears to prioritize fluency and engagement time over citation fidelity. Their retrieval augmented generations stack pulls from their index. But the reranking step, the step that decides which retrieved documents actually inform the summary, is heavily weighted by engagement signals. Signals that correlate with ads, not accuracy. Second, latency and link burial. AI mode adds between 1 and 3 seconds of latency to every single query because the model has to run inference before you see anything. And when the summary finally appears, the actual web links, the sources you might want to verify or read in full, are pushed below the fold, sometimes requiring a scroll or an explicit click to expand. This is not a design accident. This appears to be an economic decision. Every second you spend reading a Google-generated summary instead of clicking through to a website is a second Google controls your attention inside their ad ecosystem. Third, the ad integration. Google confirmed this month that sponsored results will begin appearing inline within AI mode summaries in the coming weeks. Think about what that means. A generative text block that already hallucinates nearly 1 in 5 answers is about to seamlessly blend advertisements into its responses. The line between an AI-generated factual claim and an AI-generated ad placement is about to disappear. Now here is what actually works instead. Kagi updated its Orion index in late April and charges $10 a month. No ads, no tracking. You get raw, high-quality web results with optional AI summaries you can toggle off. It is the closest thing to what Google search felt like in 2010. Brave Search runs a fully independent index, not a Bing reskin, and its goggles feature lets you define your own reranking rules. You can literally write a filter that says prioritize academic sources, downrank content farms. That is power Google will never give you because content farms buy ads. Perplexity launched an updated source grading feature in its Pro tier in early May 2026 that visually flags the reliability tier of each citation it pulls. It is building transparency directly into its RAG pipeline instead of hiding it. And if you are using Arc browser, their pivot toward integrated search with per-query source selection is quietly becoming one of the smartest interfaces for knowledge work. If you have been watching this channel, you know we have been tracking this decline for months. If you are only now realizing the search tool you depend on is no longer working for you, subscribe. The next 6 months are going to get uglier, and we are going to cover every week of it. Now the counter-argument. Some people will say Google is still the best because of index size. They crawl more of the web than anyone. That is true. And it is irrelevant. Index size means nothing if the retrieval and ranking layer between you and that index is optimized for ad revenue rather than answer quality. Having the biggest library in the world does not help if the librarian is paid commission to send you to the gift shop first. The raw index is enormous. The pipeline sitting on top of it appears to be, in my analysis, increasingly corrupted by incentives that have nothing to do with finding you the right page. So here is where we are. the tool that 2 billion people use to navigate human knowledge, has been restructured around a generative model that hallucinates at an unacceptable rate and is about to start injecting ads into those hallucinations. Alternatives exist. They are faster, more accurate, and more transparent. The only reason most people have not switched is habit, so I will ask you directly, and I want an honest answer. Are you still using Google search because it is actually better, or because you are too comfortable to leave?